good morning. I tell you, it is one technical difficulty after another this morning, but we're going to have a great Tuesday. And I am so sorry I am a couple of minutes late, but I have zero excuse. I'm not going to give you any sort of like blah, blah, blah. You know what? I'm 2 minutes late. I apologize. And I just want to sink in for a moment and just breathe. And you know what? And that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here for a moment. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to wait for people to come on, and then we're going to have a great morning together. I am experiencing a level 4 hot flash at the moment. And so I'm going to add to that hot flash with a little hot coffee because, I never learned my lesson. So I just want to say good morning, Linda. Good morning, Courtney. So last night was a little, and I'm just going to tell you my story. This isn't like any excuse for being late or not having my broadcast as public because nothing like keeping it private. But for some reason, Indy did not have a good night last night. Hello. Phew, there you are. Yes. Okay, Indy, she was sick all night last night, and I did not get any sleep because I was on like super mother mode, and I don't know what she got into, but she got into something, and she was, like I said, she was sick all night. And then after, every time she gets sick, she's like, "Mommy, I need my mommy." So then she would like snuggle with me, and then I'd be like, yeah, no, Lauren, it was technical difficulty, and it was user error, and I 100% was the user on this one. I mean, I'm batting 1,000 for this week. First, I didn't plug in my microphone, and then I forgot to make it public so you all could see this. And I've been working on this all morning. But anyway, so Indy, I was up most of the night with Indy, and then it's just so weird how something like that happens. And I mean, I'm not in a bad mood and I'm not super tired. I'm just a little off. In fact, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my outfit, and I'm not going to keep this outfit on today. I already did one outfit of the day 18 outfit, and that already got removed from me. So instead of like, just sitting here and being like, oh, butterflies and daisies and all of that, my life is perfect and everything I pick out of my closet is just wonderful. I always like to share these experiences too. Oh, I even messaged you on Insta to make sure you were okay. Hope Indy is okay. Yeah, Lauren, it's, she hopefully will be fine. I mean, she threw up like 1, 2, like 4 times. And what had happened, and I think I figured out what happened, and I'm kicking myself for that. But remember I showed you the video yesterday where she was chewing on those palm tree, like fronds, I think they're called, or whatever, those palm tree branches. Well, yesterday she was having so much fun. She was like running around with them. And then I didn't realize that she really chewed one up. Well, I Googled it, and they are not good for dogs. So I think that she upset her stomach by chewing on those downed branches. So part of my morning was spent like picking up everything palm tree in my backyard. So I have that all picked up. And then my lizard died. Oh my gosh, I was so bummed. He was gone yesterday, and then last night when I came back, he was on my porch dead. I'm like, why did you come back here to die? You could have like just gone off into nature and done your thing. And so I was super bummed that my little lizard that I tried to save did not make it. And so I'm just like, it's been one of those like, one of those mornings, but that doesn't mean it's a bad morning. And again, a lot of reasons that I share this with you is because I really want to it helps me to talk it out. And it helps me to just be like, you know what? We all have these days. I mean, nobody is perfect. And a lot of times on social media, you see these content creators, and nothing against them. I mean, everybody has their own platform, and you can have whatever message that you want. But a lot of times there are content creators out there that really come across as like, hi, my life is perfect. And it puts these standards so high that none of us can achieve it. So I always like to just, be honest with you and tell you what's going on. And that is what's going on with me today. But again, we're going to have a great live. So Indy's fine. Linda says you did the best for the lizard. I know. I mean, part of me is like, it, it's it was just a bummer because I was like so happy that he ran off yesterday and was gonna be and that he was gonna make it. And then, like I said, it's like the whole thing out of this whole story is why'd you come back to my front porch to 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 live your last breath? So anywho, we are going to we have lots to look at. I mean, we have a lot of fun things to look at, and that is what we're going to do. And first thing we're going to do, and again, I'm sitting here in front of you with this outfit on. This is not going to be the outfit that I show you tomorrow, because once this is over, I am going to go in. I'm going to take just a moment. I'm going to kind of clear my thoughts, and then I'm going to pick out an outfit today that really represents my energy. And it's not that I have a bad energy, or it's not that I'm having a bad day. It's just, it's not representing who I am. And I want who I am to come across in my outfit, because otherwise I won't have a productive day. Otherwise my entire day is going to be spent just kind of being like, ugh. And I don't want it to do that. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so let's look at the outfit from yesterday, because I'm going to tell you right now. And here's the thing. It's like my outfit was really cool yesterday. And I've been kind of wanting to match that, that level of that outfit. And I have all these like, no, this isn't as cute. No, this isn't as cute. And I'm like, no, Lonnie, you just have to pick the outfit for today. So I am pulling it up here right now. And for context, I do want to let you know, hold on here. Let me do one thing. I absolutely love this. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the pants after I show them to you. That's what I'm trying to say, because sometimes I don't say what I need to say, but I'm saying what I need to say today, and I'm just going to keep singing. Oh, I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday. On Thursday, I'm going to go to that dermatologist, and I'm going to find out how, if you have a lot of tattoos like I do, how is he going to check for like my skin? So I think that's pretty interesting. So of course I'm bringing you with me. Okay, so here's the outfit that I wore yesterday, and look at this little smiley happy face. I'm like, yay, it's Monday, everything's great. I'm a little smiley happy face, and I really like my outfit that I'm about ready to put on. So let me show you this one. Day 17 of my style journey as a 59-year-old woman who's out to prove that you do not lose. Hold on, because we got to get. Day 17 of my style journey as a 59-year-old woman who's out to prove that you do not lose your style with age. Today I'm going to wear this cute little strapless top as a layering piece, and I think it's a good day for suspenders. I'm going to put the top over this tank top. I'm going to wear my black Dickies today. And for my shoes, I picked my chunky loafers from Vagabond. That was close. So let me go put all this on, and I will be right back. Now that I have everything on, I probably don't need the little undershirt underneath my strapless shirt, but it's there and I just don't feel like taking it off. I think the suspenders look perfect with these Dickie pants. This is turning out to be a really cute outfit. I gave my pants one cuff so that way they were a little bit more cropped. I think it's cute. This is a fun outfit for day 17. My mom found this thrifting before she passed away, and it is now mine. And I absolutely cherish this purse, and I think it looks perfect with this outfit. Once again, my outfit all together, from the suspenders to my little layering, my cute shoes, the bag. Day 17 has my stamp of approval. Stamp! I will be back tomorrow for day 18. And until then, remember, wear what you want, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Okay, so this was my outfit yesterday. Look perfect with, and I absolutely loved this outfit. Now, let's go over a couple of things on this outfit. For one, let's see here. Okay. I really, after I put it on, I realized that I didn't need this other shirt because I ended up stuffing in both shirts. So I think my pants probably would have fit a little bit better had I had only had one top on. But I thought you know what, once I had it on, it kind of just gave like a little bit extra dimension to my outfit. Now, this little strapless top from Free People, it is so cute and so comfortable. And remember, I got those other tops from H&M that were ridiculously small and didn't fit at all. This particular top, again, this is from Free People. If you can find them, I say get them and just use them as a layering piece. I absolutely love it. And then these are just little suspenders. I have no idea where I got these suspenders. And I know that they either belong to my mom, or I bought them off of like maybe Urban Outfitters or something like that. But for the life of me, I cannot remember where I got those suspenders. But I have found them on Amazon, and I'm actually Dickies is actually sending me a pair of suspenders. So I think suspenders are just as cute as the harness, but it's just a different look, and you just wear them differently. Now, these pants are amazing. Maybe I'll wear, because I have these in three different colors, and maybe what I'll do is I'll end up styling a different color today. But I have them here in black, I have them in brown, and I have them in light blue. Now, y'all know I've been struggling a little bit with my weight lately, and I noticed that there is like they weren't too small, but they weren't too big either. But they weren't small enough for me to feel uncomfortable. And so I really like this outfit. It matched my energy, and I just thought that this was super cute. And just cuffing it up one more time, I thought just made this outfit great. I mean, and that's what I'm striving for today. And I think that that's where I'm getting frustrated, is that I like have this like unnecessary level of like, ooh, I have to match this outfit tomorrow, or, beat this outfit. And sometimes I just need to let go of yesterday and just absolutely wear what I can today. So again, I put a lot of pressure on myself. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but I am sometimes an overachiever. And I think that just comes from my past. And every once in a while, I just need to be like, you know, Alani, it's okay. It's okay to just, it's okay. It's okay to be okay. And you know, it was really weird when I was in my sober journey and I was learning how to be okay. That was probably the hardest thing for me to tell myself, was that it was okay to be okay. Because I had never been okay in my life. My life was never like a part of like, this is going to be fine. This is okay, Lonnie. And it's really weird because just saying it right now, it's really easy for me to say that now. But 9 years ago, 8 years ago, I struggled. I remember being in my bathroom at my old house, and I was looking in the mirror and I'm like, Lonnie, you need to tell yourself it's okay to be okay. And I couldn't do it. And I had to sit down on the side of the bathtub, and I had to like breathe because I was hyperventilating because the words would not come out of my mouth. So then I was like, wow, you really are a mess. So I eventually got myself, I stood back up, and I told myself that. And it's so weird how really simple words can be so hard to get out of your mouth. So again, it's okay to be okay. Now I want to show you these pants, because those Dickies, if you are looking to get a pair of those, I absolutely love them. But these Dickies, you can only get them at Urban Outfitters. And I've had people like argue this point with me so many times, because I've had these pants for a while and I'm really glad that they're still available, because it kind of bums me out when I'm like, oh, this is really cute, but you can't find it anywhere. So I went looking back at Urban Outfitters and they still have them. Now, they're a little bit pricier than normal Dickies, but I absolutely love the fit. And they go all the way up to a size 16. And they are a Dickies Urban Outfitter exclusive. They're high waisted and they're an ankle pant. And I think that that's what really made me like these pants the most from the get go. Is because again, I'm only 5'2", so finding pants that actually fit like this kind of fit is amazing for me. And yeah, see, they're a little bit looser on her than they were on me, but that is neither here nor there. They come in black. These are the ones that, oh, look at that. Look at how she has those. Hold on. So you see, oh, wow. Okay, can, um, if I lose weight, which it's a possibility, I will unsnap the front and turn it down. But I think that is such a cute way to wear pants. I never even saw those before, so I think. Again, super cute. Absolutely love these. And I wanted to show you those here. Oh, hold on here. Over at Dickies. So they come in different colors. Let's look, let's look, let's look. Come on, come on. And yes, that was a heavy sigh. And I'm going to go there. And we're going to come back. And then I am back. So they come in dark green. They come in the neutral. They come in brown. I do have the brown. I love the brown. And then they come in black. So that was my outfit yesterday. Again, I absolutely loved my outfit. And I wanted to share that with you. So as I'm sitting here, and you already know I don't like the outfit that I'm wearing, and you already know I'm going to change it. What I'm envisioning, because it's going to be a fairly nice day. It's not going to be hot, but it's not going to be cool. I think I'm going to wear it's kind of like a sky blue Dickies, those pants that were right there. So I'm going to wear the sky blue Dickies with maybe a floral belt, a little black tank, and then my Sambas. Something kind of cool like that, but just kind of casual also. So I'm already thinking, see, I'm already unraveling my thought process. So I'm very happy about that. Now, another thing I wanted to share with you is I did a little video about easy ways to actually start to build your confidence of your style, because I hear all the time, and I totally get it, but I have people all the time being like, I wish I could wear that, but I just don't have your confidence. And I always try to let people know that, I haven't always had this confidence. This confidence for me is something, I won't say it's new, but it's not something that that I was born with. All right. This isn't just something to where, as a child, I was super confident, as a young woman, as a middle-aged woman. This isn't anything that's been with me my entire life. This is something that I have learned to develop basically on my own, because I refuse to not live my best life. Again, I think it has to come from, my childhood, and then also to my drinking. So I put together this little TikTok, and I'm going to show it to you. And it's just some really super simple tricks on how to build your style confidence. And then we'll talk about it. You know what? We'll probably talk about it as I talk about it. We will talk about it. So let's go. Hi there, and thank you so much for that compliment. But the truth is, it's taken me years to become this confident to be able to wear what I want. When I was younger, I knew what I wanted to wear. I just didn't have the confidence to wear it. So what I did is I started off small, and I did like little fun things like socks. Socks are an amazing way to play with your style and your fashion. So look into getting a pair of like really cute little funky socks and start wearing those and let them show. Okay, so again, just super easy, like getting a cute pair of socks. And that's pretty much how I started, because I started like the little socks that I'm holding here. One's a little Argyle sock. The other one's those little stripe socks. And then I started being like, oh, wow, it would be kind of cool if these little socks would peek out from underneath my pants, maybe wearing them with a Mary Jane's or something like that. And then I was like, ooh, yeah, I like it when my socks show. So then I started like rolling up my pants a little bit more so the socks would show a little bit more. And then I started playing with mixed patterns, like maybe taking these Argyle socks right here and then wearing them with a patterned pair of pants, like camouflage pants or maybe some other kind of checkered pants, just anything that had a different pattern. So I started mixing patterns by wearing my cute, funky socks. So don't think like when you're on your style journey of finding the confidence of wearing whatever you want, please don't think like you're just going to be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to be totally confident in my style and I'm going to wear whatever I want. It's going to be that easy. It might be for for the very few, but for most of us, we're going to have to break down those barriers of our own insecurities to get to that point where we can wear what we want. And that's the realistic part of this journey, is that we don't fight society. We don't fight anybody else. The only person that we truly are at battle with when we're not wearing what we want is ourselves. So this is all an internal battle, because unless you are in some sort of relationship where somebody has complete control over you, or maybe it's cultural or something like that, you have the freedom to wear what you want. So again, the only thing that stops us is us. So these little exercises of actually like breaking down that sort of inner voice is all geared to us individually, and we need to stop listening to the things that tell us that we can't wear what we want. Show. Accessories are another great way to play with fashion and build your confidence. Look into getting a pair of suspenders. And yes, I love suspenders or a harness. Okay, so I have been all about that Rebel harness from Free People, and it absolutely is crushing me that Free People no longer sells it in black. And I'm like, I feel like, come on, Free People. You know what? This is a really cool staple. You need to be selling it. So I am on a mission. Oh, Courtney says that's how I started with socks. Yeah, socks are an amazing way to find your own aesthetic and to really start playing with those boundaries. But I am on a mission to find a harness that is available that I can wear and show you that is also available, because I get so many messages of like, I look for this harness, I can't find this harness. So I am looking for a harness that we can get. And when I find it, I for sure will tell you all about it. But until then, just go to Amazon. They have just basic suspenders for $12. Get a pair of suspenders and you can wear them the same way. And it's not so much about like being trendy or anything like that, but I truly do believe it adds a certain layer of fun and it adds a certain layer of personality. And that's what we really want, is we want our outfits to just represent who we are. And I think suspenders, just like a harness, is such an amazing way to start your style journey. All right, moving on. No way I can wear suspenders or a harness, then look into getting something like a really bright belt. This is one of the first accessories that I bought that was way outside of my comfort zone, and I have had so much fun styling this. I'm very minimalist. Okay, so this is the belt that I remember I bought it at the rack, the Nordstrom's rack. And I remember I was sitting there and hold on here. Much fun. Okay. I remember I was sitting there, I found it and I'm like, I have to have this belt. I had never had anything. When I bought that belt, I was just starting my journey of just exploring my own fashion. And I'm like, this is really cute, but can I wear this belt? And it's just a belt. And I'm like, yeah, no, I think you can wear it. I think that this would be okay. So I put it in my shopping cart and I was shopping around and I ran into a friend of mine at the rack. And she looks in my cart. She's like, oh my gosh, that's the perfect belt. And I'm like, you think so? Because I was thinking it might be a little bit too loud. And she's like, oh no, Lonnie. She goes, that's a great belt. You have to get that belt. And she was right. I did need that belt because I've been able to wear this again with mixed patterns. I can take a monochromatic outfit add this belt, and it adds a certain layer of, again, individuality and style. And I say this all the time, and I really hate repeating myself, but I think it is such an important message to repeat. But when I say like get a belt, show your, do this and do that, I'm not telling you to get a belt so you're trendy or you're up, you're current with today's fashions or anything like that. I'm telling you to get these things so you can explore your self expression and your own individuality. And that's how it comes out. I mean, truthfully, there could be belts that are way more super popular right now, and I would have no idea because I'm really fixated on picking items that show my little flair of individuality. And I think that this belt is one of them. And this is the belt that I was talking to you about that I'm going to wear with my blue Dickies and a cute little black tank. And then I'm going to put this belt on, and this is going to give it that pop. That belt is going to bring that outfit all together and give it a little flair. So look into finding a floral belt. It doesn't have to be as like heavily accessorized around the edges, but you want it to be bright and bold. Hello, Bad Fairy. How are you? Okay, so let's read this. It says, killer clothes I love. I was worried that I was too old and felt very sad. I have hope now. Well, Bad Fairy, you are at the 100% at the right place because we have an amazing group of people here who are going to tell you that you are never too old to wear what you want. And I think it is just such a shame that that narrative is even out there. I mean, if you were to stop and just, yes, Killstar clothes are I love. Yes. So what I'm trying to say is that there is such a narrative of what we can't do, and truthfully, the world right now is a it's a minefield. Let's just put it that way. It's not the easiest. It's not the easiest place to be. And I think that the simple fact that we're putting all this pressure with age and clothes on top of that is just ridiculous. I just survived a tropical storm in Southern California. If you think I'm going to give two rats behinds about people thinking what I wear might be too young, I don't really care. I got bigger problems, and that's the way I'm looking at it, is that I get one chance at this life. And if you believe differently, that's perfectly fine for you. But I think this is kind of a one and done. And I am 100%. I want to have this life be full of just beautiful clothes and fun and fashion. Bad Fairy says, hi, my daughter told me I am not too old. You need to listen to your daughter. We need to listen to our loved ones and not society. And I'm telling you right now, if your partner tells you you're too old or your friends tell you you are too old, you need to either find a new partner or new friends, because I had a narcissistic husband who put me down over everything I wore. If I tried to be trendy, I was trying to dress like a teenager. If I felt pretty, he told me I was ugly. And that does some real damage. So if you have anybody in your life who is telling you anything other than you can wear exactly what you want, you need to take a hard look at those people, and you need to figure out whether or not you want that message in your life. So listen to your daughter. She absolutely is 100% correct. All right, so get yourself a bright belt, and you will thank me. I know you will thank me. Styling this, I'm very minimalistic when it comes to my jewelry, but look into getting maybe some chunky necklaces or some big hoop earrings. And I don't wear. And again, I am very minimalistic on my jewelry, so it's really hard for me to show that part of it in fashion, but that should not stop you from getting some big chunky necklaces, some big hoop earrings. Have fun with your jewelry. I personally, like I said, for me, it's not in my wheelhouse and I wouldn't feel comfortable with it, but that doesn't mean that it won't be perfect for you. Okay, Linda says, I love to wear chunky necklaces and have loads, like to layer them. Yes, and I've seen like Rosalind, the TikTok influencer that we see here sometimes, she really does layer up her chains. And I think that that's a pretty look. but it is, I could do something like that. I'll have to experiment with that a little bit. But yes, I think that's a cool look. All of these ideas are super simple, but each one will help you build your confidence. And before you know it, you're going to be wearing exactly what you want, kind of like me. Okay, so Bad Fairy says, I dumped him for not liking my Doc Martens. You know what? That's grounds. That is grounds for dumping. If somebody does not like your Doc Martens, that is grounds. And and I say these things from experience because I remember I had a boyfriend one time, a nice guy. I mean, I'm still his friend, and I don't think he realized what he was doing, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, that's a him problem, not a me problem. But he would, I was a single mom, and I didn't have extra money for clothes or anything like that. I still dressed cute. I just wasn't like out there shopping willy nilly. And I started dating him, and he had quite a bit more money than I did. And he was always like, hey, I'm going to buy you this dress because I think you would look pretty dressed like this. And he was trying to change my style. He would like be watching a movie, and it was like, I think it was Faith Hill. I think he saw a music video with Faith Hill, and he's like, ooh, let's recreate that outfit for you. And while she's beautiful and it was a great outfit, it was not my style. And subconsciously, what he was saying while he was trying to be nice, and he's like trying to buy some clothes that he thought was pretty for me, that was what he was thinking in his mind. But what I was hearing in mine was, you're not pretty in those clothes, or you're not as pretty as you can be, or you could be prettier. So it's really amazing to me how words can come out of one person in a certain way and then be heard by other people in a totally different way. I mean, of course, we are no longer together, but even lately, okay, here's an example. I still talk to him. He's still my friend. And I was talking to him probably about 4 months ago. And he asked me, he's like, so are you gonna like ever grow your hair back? Because you had really pretty hair and I really liked you with your long hair. And I have been on my journey long enough that I caught it right as soon as those words left his mouth, I'm like, you know what? Please don't speak to me like that. I said, I like my hair. I am beautiful just like I am. And you know what? If you don't like my hair, then, don't call me anymore. Then we won't be friends. And instantly he was like, well, I didn't mean it like that. And I'm like, well, it doesn't matter what you meant it. It's how I heard it. So again, it's funny how words come out of somebody's mouth and how they are heard by somebody else. And I'm telling you that we need to know our triggers, and we need to hold up for ourselves. And that's just the whole thing. It's like a lot of times people are they're very reluctant to hold up for themselves because they think they're being mean. And I personally think that you 100% can hold up for yourself without being angry. And it's all a matter of just learning how to do that, and to speak in words and in manners that you feel empowered, leaving the anger out of it. Let's see here. That is the worst in their interpretation of how you should wear. Jacqueline, I absolutely agree. And the thing is that a lot of times people will put you down disguised as like, I'm going to help you, like, hey, let me just help you style that a little bit better. It's like, well, what's wrong with it on me? And so again, we cannot stop these words from coming out of these people's mouths. We don't have that power. If I had that superpower, I'd be like, nobody's going to say anything mean. Everybody's going to like everybody's outfit. I don't have that. I don't have that power. But what I do have is I have the power to hold up for myself. I have the power to be confident in my style. And I held up for myself, and I said it in a manner of not putting him down. I didn't call him names. I didn't try to make him feel bad. I just told him 100%, this is my style. This is my hair. I love the way I look. If you don't like it, you know what? Move on. It's not going to affect my life any. So that is where that's where I'm shifting my focus, because again, I don't have the power to make people stop saying things, but I 100% can help and encourage and give you the motivation to be like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna listen to that. All right. So that was my outfit for yesterday. Absolutely love it. I'm much calmer now. I have a vision of what I'm going to be wearing today. So I will surprise you tomorrow with that. Well, I kind of already told you, but I will surprise you with it actually on tomorrow. Those are my tips for starting your journey. And again, if you start small and you inch your way to that kind of style confidence, you're going to build your confidence as you go. So these comments are going to start bouncing off of you like pebbles off of a wall, because you're going to feel good about yourself. So like Courtney says, she started with her socks. I started with socks. I moved to a belt. It's taken me probably 2 years to buy a harness, but I don't say I should have bought it sooner. I bought it exactly when I was confident enough to buy it. But our journeys are all going forward, and I'm on the same journey as you are. I'm not 100. I don't think I'll ever be 100% confident. So I'm on the same journey as you. I'm walking down the same path. I feel like I'm like out in front with a big old machete, and I'm clearing the way for you, but I'm still walking down that path. So it's something that I absolutely enjoy, being on a journey with you. Now, we're going to shift a little bit and we're going to look at some Amazon stuff. Lauren says, I wore a Pentafold on Saturday, but it has a Ouija board on it, and I wore my Doc Martens with it and bright colored makeup. Let's just say the amount of weird looks I got while shopping was funny. You know, I think it sounds amazing, and sometimes I take those weird looks as compliments, because again, if I wanted to blend in, nobody would look at me. I could sit there and I could let my hair grow, and I could stop dyeing it, and I could cover up my tattoos, and I could wear beige, and I could just absolutely blend in with the wallpaper, because I spent the majority of my childhood being invisible. I would have no problem at all just fading away. And I don't want to. And so when I get those weird looks, when I get those comments, to me, it's like saying thank you, because I'm not invisible. So I think it sounds like an amazing outfit. And I think that you should, every time somebody gave you a weird look, I think that you should have been like, thank you. Well, thank you. You know what? Have a good day. Thank you for that weird look. And yeah, you scaring children. Sometimes, I don't try to do that often, but I tell you what, I have a lot of kids absolutely stare at me. Like if I'm waiting in line and the mom's looking forward, the kid's always like this. And I always like, hello. And they're like, to me, I want them to know, just because I look a little bit different, I am friendly. Claire says, I had my hair cut short and I love it. Now, is your hair short now, Claire, or did you let it grow back? All right. So shifting a little bit, Linda says, sometimes the look are not weird, but admiring. See, now, Linda, that's a really good point, because what I used to do is, before my confidence grew a little bit more, I used to walk into a room, into like the nail salon, just wherever I was. I walked in looking for an altercation. I won't say I was looking for Lauren, I get you inspired some kids. Yes, she did. See, now I don't think I was like looking for a fight, but I was expecting those weird looks. And what I've realized is that sometimes they're not always weird, and sometimes they're not always judging. Sometimes it's sheer curiosity. Sometimes it's admiration. Sometimes it's just, somebody just really likes my outfit. So I've kind of let that whole thing go about like, ooh, she's judging me, or ooh, they don't like my outfit. I don't automatically go to that. I had it done yesterday. Oh, how do you like it? We want the deets. I want to know, how do you like your short hair? Sky Pastel says, I love scanning people. It's great entertainment. Yeah. And you know what? Sometimes I get here's the thing is I am so guilty of this that I have to say that sometimes people don't mean it, because I get lost in my thought while looking at people, because I'm a people watcher. And sometimes and don't get me wrong, but I like to like in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is that scenario, or like, they're this, and I forget that they can see that I'm looking. And Robert is telling me all the time, he's like, Mom, you're not watching TV. They can see you. And I'm like, oh yeah, they can. Or I was at the gym the other day, and I just got fixated for some reason on somebody. And Robert was like working out, and he looked at me, he was like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, can you blink? And I'm like, oh, you saw that? He goes, the entire gym saw that. So I totally get it. And it's sometimes for me is I am guilty of the exact same thing that I accuse people of doing. I absolutely love it. It feels like me. Claire, I am so excited for you. And that's the whole thing. It's like anytime I tell somebody to either buzz their hair, cut their hair, do whatever they want to with their hair, it's because I want them to feel like themselves. And whatever form or fashion you are the most comfortable being, you have to let that out. And I absolutely love it. And I am so happy for you. All right, so we're going to take a look at some this TikTok that I found. Now, he talks really fast. Don't worry about it, because we're actually going to go back and we're going to really briefly look at the things that he's going to show us. I have him tagged down below. So let's go ahead and take a look at this TikTok, because I think he found some amazing things.
Top 15 Amazon products for this month. This is a human-sized dog bed that comes with its own blanket, and it's machine washable, so it's easy to clean. This is a trolley dolly, which makes it easy to roll heavy items up the stairs. This is a smart trash can that automatically seals the bag when it's full, and when it's done, it replaces the bag by itself. This is a latte pen that lets you draw meaningful designs on any type of drink. This sign sticks on any type of car window and allows you to communicate with other drivers on the road. This is a fake rock with a secret compartment where you can hide your house keys so no one can find them. These are disposable air fryer plates, so you never have to wash the inside of your air fryer ever again. This pot can plug into an outlet so you can cook any type of food from your bed. These are mess-free nail clippers. They store the clippings inside a compartment so they're easy to throw out. This is a Bluetooth scroller that lets you swipe through TikToks without even touching your phone. These are reusable straws that come apart when it's time to clean them, and once you're done, you can connect it back together. This is a car mirror that snaps onto your existing one, and it lets you see both of your blind spots. This is a spoon which has a notch on the side of it so you don't get your counter dirty when you set it down. This is a sink topper which gives you more counter space in your bathroom, which is perfect for small apartments. This is a wireless water dispenser that you put by your bed. It lets you choose the amount of water, and then it fills up automatically.
Okay, now I don't know if you caught this or not, because he was going really quick, but he was literally frying up some Fruit Loops, which I have to give him kudos for, because I thought that was I thought it was hilarious. So those are the things that he went through. And again, like I said, he goes really fast, but I think he found some really cool things. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some of the things that he found really quick. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time because if you want, I have everything tagged down below. But I do want to show you a little bit closer a couple of things, because again, I think he found some really interesting items. So going really quick to my page, and I have not been live on Amazon for a while, and I probably should do that, but I got to tell you, life has gotten really busy these days, and I am not complaining one bit. Okay, so the first thing that he showed us was this this little stair climber, this little trolley dolly. I thought that this was a really great idea. It's $89.24. You know, it's, if I were to live on a second floor, I have a single story, but literally I know that if I lived on a second floor or had to carry stuff up there, I would absolutely 100% get something like this, because the older I get, the harder it is to climb stairs. And so I thought that that was really cool, and I wanted to show you that. Now, this human dog bed, I am obsessed with. I For some reason, now she just needs to have a dog in here with her to make it perfect. But I was really surprised at how many there are to choose from. And then I was equally surprised at how expensive they are. So I found you one that had good ratings and that was $168, but they go up to past $200. And then they have some that are a little bit, I want them all. Yes, I know. So they have some that were a little bit less expensive, but they didn't have the best ratings. So I did find one that was, I would think, pretty much middle of the road. I think this looks amazing. I would love to get one. I might get one for winter. I can only imagine Indy, what she would do. I tried laying on the floor the other day just to stretch out my back because y'all know I don't have the best back in the world. And that turned into a complete disaster. And it turned into a complete disaster because my dog decided that she was going to jump on me. And it ended up not being relaxing. And I think I actually hurt my back worse than I started off. So the next thing he found, he called it a smart trash can. And what this is just basically a trash can that seals itself and then it puts another trash can back in. I'm pretty sure this is the same one that he had on his. I thought it was going to be a little bit more expensive than it was. They're not super big, but they're not as small. It's a 4-gallon trash bag. So you're not going to get a huge trash can out of this, but I mean, it's a nice medium-sized trash can. Again, it's going to seal the bag for you and it's going to replace it. This one is on sale for $139.98. Now, I thought this was cute. I am not that fancy of a coffee drinker, but if you are, I thought this was a really cute little pen that you could, for your lattes. It's only $8.99 and it would be a lot of fun. And you could do some really cool stuff with it if you are so inclined to be a little bit more artistic than I am. I mean, my drink of choice in the morning is black coffee, and I don't put any cream, any sugar. It's just straight out of the pot and into my mouth, and that's how I drink my coffee. But he found that, and I thought it was super cute, and I wanted to share that with you. Now, this next one he showed, this is that car accessory to where you can have your LED sign. It's $34.97. It's 30% off. But I really like the fact that it says right here that it's a car accessory for men. And I'm like, well, what if you're a woman and you want to, flip somebody off? Is it only for guys? And so I thought it was kind of, I don't know. I thought it was a little sexist of Amazon to just be like, hey, ladies, you can't flip off anybody, but dudes, you know what? If you want to sit there and push your little button and flip somebody off, here's the LED light for you. So I just thought that was kind of funny, and I was going to call out Amazon on that one. But again, it's 30% off. It's $34.97. It has its little remote. So you can be driving around. You can say hello to somebody. You can flip somebody off. You can give them a little hang 10, whatever you want. So if you have so desired that you wanted to communicate with the world on the freeway, but you just don't know how, I just showed it to you for $34.97. Now, the next thing that he showed, these have been around for a while, but I totally forgot that they exist. But it's just a little hidey key that you can get. You just put your key in it. You hide it in the backyard. It's $8.09. It's on sale right now for $26. So we have that one. And then also, too, let's see here. Oh, these paper liners for your air fryer. These have been around for a while also. I think that this is a great idea. I know right now I'm looking at my air fryer over there. I have a big counter one, and I'm just beyond livid with myself that it's not cleaner than it is. But I'm telling you, I sit there and I scrub that thing all the time. I really like that there's these little parchment papers for your air fryer. So if you need those, or if you've never heard of them before, I showed them to you. These are on sale for $11.99. And then he also showed us, now he said that you could cook in bed. And I'm like, You know what? Well, I really appreciate this electric pot. I just don't think I would want to be cooking in bed. I think he was joking because just like he was frying up some Fruit Loops, I think that that might have been a joke. But this is actually really cool. It is an electric pot. It is $42.99, and it's a little portable mini hot pot, so you can do all sorts of cooking in it. You can. It's easily cleanable and so, oh look, it looks like it has a little skillet. So I thought that that was cute. My suggestion is just don't cook in bed. For some reason, too, it just isn't really. It's not really working well for me. Now, another thing that I thought was pretty funny because not only are guys wanting to flip off people in their car with their little sign, but apparently men don't know how to catch their own little clippings when they cut their nails. So this is perfect. It's a little clipper. You clip your nails, and then the nail little pieces, there's a little container right there. So then that way you don't have little nail clippings all over the place. I guess they come in right there. And I'm like, okay, guys, yeah, you can use your sign and you can clip your nails, and I got you covered. So ladies, if you have a problem with clipping your nails and your little nail clippings go all over the place, I think that this is perfect for you too. Now, another thing that I didn't even know existed is this little TikTok little scroller thing. And it connects to your phone, and you can set there. And this is kind of cool for that because it's like if you're doing a cooking video or something like that, and you don't want to sit there and actually touch your phone. It's like a little, it sticks on your finger, and then you just move it around on your finger, and then it moves your TikToks all around. So I thought that was kind of cool. And this one, how much is that? So $18.09. So if you find that you need help scrolling through TikToks, I got you covered. He found it, I showed you, and it's a great match. Now, I really did like this product. All kidding aside, I think that this is amazing because I don't use plastic straws. I am out to save a turtle each and every time. I'll either drink without a straw or I have those metal straws. But what this is, these are reusable silicone straws. And here's the thing is that they actually open up so that you can clean them on the inside. Because what ends up happening is with those metal ones, it's like I run hot water through it, but it doesn't, I just don't know how much it cleans it on the inside. It comes with those little straws, but I really like the fact that these open up. You can clean the inside of these straws and then you can reuse them. So these are $12.99, and I really did like that one. All kidding aside, like I said, I know I've kind of picked on him on a couple of other things, but these are cool. And then he also he showed this rear view mirror just in case you have any blind spots in your car. I used to have an FJ Cruiser, which I don't know if you know what that is or not. It's made by Toyota, and it had the biggest blind spots ever. Seriously, when I was driving, I'd be like, hey, I'm going to go into the other lane. Hopefully nobody's there. I mean, I have this SUV that's 4-wheel drive. It wasn't very big, but it was like metal. And I'd just be like, hopefully nobody's there. And this would have been perfect. And these are only $9.99. So if you need help with your blind spot, he found it. I showed you. Again, I have him tagged down below. He actually has a YouTube. So if you want to check out any of his content, I always try to tag content creators because I never want to take credit for anybody else's hard work. Now, I never knew that there was a Sapoon spoon. And this is really kind of cool because, I mean, truthfully, when I do cook, I have a tendency to not know where to lay a spoon. And it just has this cool little lip. And so you can sit there and you don't have to worry about it getting on your counter or making a mess. These are $9.95. And I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, cool enough for me to say like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. And then he has two more things I want to show you. He has this little sink topper, which if you have any sort of like space problem in your bathroom, I have a double sink, but it just doesn't seem like my bathroom's big enough. You can actually get one of these little covers and it just makes more room on your sink. This is $27.99. So if you're, it has a little opening for the water right there, but it basically gives you more counter space by filling in the rest of the sink. Again, $27.99. And then the last one he had, I am a little questioning about this one, but I'm going to show it to you, and then we're going to move on to an outfit. So on this one right here, this is a desktop automatic water dispenser that you can put by your bedside. And what it is that basically it's automatic. So you can set it on your bedstand, and then it has a little tube that comes off of this, and then you would put it into like a little water bottle thing here, like this. So you could actually have water bottles sitting by your bed connected to this dispenser, and then you just put your cup in there and you have water in your glass. I, again, just like cooking in bed with that other pan, I'm not too sure I would use it that way. But if you like have like maybe like a little bar or something like that, I thought it was kind of cool. And that's what I wanted to show you. Again, that was all the Amazon finds. They are all listed down below along with my store, so you can check them out. And now I have a question for you, because I want your opinion, because I saw, hold on here. I want to show you this TikTok because, again, she is how Roz does it. We've seen her before. She's an over 50 fashion influencer, and we have taken a look at her outfits before. And what she's doing is she's recreating this outfit, but I want you specifically to look at the shoes, because that's where my question is going to come in. So let's take a look at this really quick, and then we're going to talk about those shoes.
I saw this look featuring the Elias sparkly ballet flats, and I thought, let's recreate them with my non-Elia ballet flats from Browns. She has a numbered t-shirt, which I do not own. So I'm wearing this top from Zadig and Voltaire that has the word wild, but it just gives you the same kind of graphic feel. She had track pants, but they were more the looser ones. I have flared red track pants, but let's go with the flow. And then of course she has a blazer over it. So we're gonna put a blazer on top of this. And yeah, I'm just feeling like this is the vibe for fall, you know, with some cool embellished ballet flats, a track pant, a graphic kind of t-shirt or sweater. I think we're getting there. Let's just check. I think it's kind of getting the vibe.
She needs to go
Let's
down more.
just
I can't
check
see
the
the
photo
shoes.
again.
Okay, so she had a TikTok previous to this one where she said that these shoes right here are like $1,100. All right, can't even think about it. We're not even thinking about those shoes. But I have been on the hunt for a new pair of shoes because I feel like I'm getting in a rut with my shoes. I seem to just wear the same shoes on repeat. I really like this outfit. I do have some pants like this. I could recreate that top, and I have a blazer. But these shoes, all right, I found a pair at the rack, and I'm questioning them, and I want your opinion, and I'm going to show you them, and then I am going to wait for your response because, let's see here, the rack. And I'm going to bring this up, and I'm having a level 3 hot flash right at the moment. And so just so you know, that's why I'm getting super shiny, because you know what, folks, this is real life. This is real life. I have real life hot flashes, and I am having a real life one right now. Okay, so I have these two shoes in my bag. These are from Sam Edelman, and I want your opinion. What do you think of these? Because I'm trying to figure out if I could make these like funky enough. Because hear me out. I'm thinking like a pair of distressed, jeans, and then these shoes, and maybe like a funky kind of sweater. I think that they're. I don't know. Like I said, I keep on going back and forth. I want your opinion. Do you think that these are cute enough that I could style them in a way that would be both kind of like mixed vibe kind of thing. These are originally $150 and they're 53% off and they're $69.97. Now, ballet flats are very popular right now. They don't have them as ballet flats, but I thought that these were kind of close enough. And then another thing that they have is that I also found is that they have them here, same kind of vibe, but more of a chunky loafer. And I'm thinking for my look and for my style, I'm kind of thinking that maybe the chunky loafer would be best. I think they would be so cute on you. Okay, Linda says yes. Bad Fairy says she likes them. Very now. Okay, so you like okay, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that the chunky loafer was more my style, but I didn't want to get into a rut to where I always have platform shoes. But I think I am going to do something like this. Now, here's something that's interesting because, all right, these are Jeffrey Campbell, and I really like his shoes. I didn't even see these before. These are $47.99. These are 71% off. Okay. The difference on these are, I like the chunky ones better. Yes. Okay. See, now here's the thing. It's like, these are a little different. They have like the strap over the top where the Sam Edelman ones have a little bit more piping. And then they have like this little snaffle thing. Now, which one do you like better? Do you like the Jeffrey Campbell ones or do you like the Sam Edelman ones? That's the question, because again, they're both, let's see here, but that's your signature having the chunky shoes. Yes, Lauren, I'm definitely going to stick with the chunky ones. I just don't know if I want the Sam Edelmans, which have like the piping. They have like the leather piping here. And then the Jeffrey Campbell, well, they have just a little bit less piping. So these got 4 stars. Let's look at the reviews because we can do that. The reviews are not for medium or wide feet. Impossible to put on. Very cute shoe though. Wish it worked. I read all the reviews, which they said which shoes were incredibly cute, but not for mid or wide feet. So they must run narrow. These are super tight to get on. However, they are really cute. I'm going to try to size up. Well, that's not really favorable. Jeffrey Campbell's shoes are amazing, but I like the Sam Edelman ones. Linda, I think I'm right there for you. How you come across TUK shoes? They are some really cute stuff. When I am in bed at night, I am either playing Spider Solitaire or I am looking at fashion. Okay, so now the Sam Edelman ones, they have 5-star reviews. So let's look at these really cute because now I'm thinking I'm going to go more to the Sam Edelman one. Oh, hello, Wendy. And you know what? I'm sorry you're late, but you are just in time to look at some cute shoes. Okay, so the Sam Edelman ones say they're comfortable and getting a lot of compliments. I have no complaints. Well, that's good. Comfortable. I'm in love with these loafers. Besides being stylish, they're comfortable walking long distance with lug heel. I definitely recommend purchasing these shoes. Perfect loafer. I was so excited to get these loafers. I read a few reviews that said to size up. The heel gave them blisters. I wore them out for a happy hour with my colleagues. I never had any issues. You know, I'm going to get the normal size. And then Love, she has bunions. I can wear these comfortably for several hours. Would not recommend for lengthy times. Well, she has bunions. I mean, but she did wear them and she was comfortable. Okay. So I am sold. I am going to, I'm going to get these. I'm going to get the Sam Edelman ones. I think, because I really like Jeffrey Campbell, but I'm thinking that these are going to be lighter because they had the Jeffrey Campbell one has the big kind of buckle right here. And I'm thinking I like this design a little bit more. And then the piping along right here is a little bit more predominant. And also too, it got better reviews. You know, I'm not going to just buy it for the name. I really do want a pair of shoes that are going to that are going to stand out and be really cool and be comfortable. And I like the lug sole on this one, I think a little bit better because look at the Jeffrey Campbell one again. I'm sorry I'm flipping back and forth, but I really am trying to make the best decision. But you see how this right here, see how the lug sole is, it's smooth. And I really like, I think it gives it a little bit of an edgier look that, see how this has like the little tire tread. I think that this gives it a little bit more of a trendy look. So sold. I will get those. Yeah, if I had those issues with wide feet, etc., then get the other ones. You know, my feet aren't necessarily wide, but you know what? All in all, I think I like the look of these better. And the simple fact that it has 5 ratings with 5 stars. I'm not gonna be swayed just because of the name. I mean, Jeffrey Campbell has amazing shoes, but I am gonna take this one. So yay! Thank you so much. I will get these ordered, and then when I get them, I'll be wearing these as one of my outfits of the day. And yeah, I think that those are cool. Again, they're at Nordstrom's Rack. I will go ahead. I'll put the link down below for you just in case you want to check them out yourself. I think they're going to be fun to style. This embellished kind of shoe is very trendy. I'm not a trend chaser, but I am a cute shoe chaser. And I think that this is going to be good because I'm kind of shifting in my style a little bit. And while I really do, they will look great with turned up jeans. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. And while I love my Doc Martens and I love my lug soles and all of that, I find myself like gravitating a little bit more to like a style like that, to where I'm just kind of exploring the possibilities of different fashions. So, okay. All right. You talked me into it. I'm going to go check those out. And then hopefully I'll get those in a couple of days. Today's Tuesday. You know, in a perfect world, I'll get them by Friday. If not, those are going to be something that we're going to be looking at first thing next week. And thank you for your assistance. So I hope that you enjoyed today's morning. I really liked yesterday's outfit. I am going to go change into today's amazing outfit. I have it in my brain. I know what I need to wear, and I'm going to go wear that. I'm going to go buy my shoes. I'm going to get ready for tomorrow's live. You know what? We're 2 for 2 with technical difficulties. I am just holding out all hopes that tomorrow is nice and smooth. So for tomorrow, let's see, what should we do? Oh, I know what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to go back to Amazon, but I found an amazing plus size influencer on TikTok who was looking at her Amazon haul. So we're going to take a look at that. And then we'll take a look at what she found, and then we'll look at it on our own. And then I'm going to probably do a little bit more touching on fall fashion, because believe it or not, fall is right around the corner and we need to start looking at sweaters, maybe some new jeans. And so we're going to be doing that tomorrow also. So until tomorrow, Linda says, treat yourself. Yes, I am. I am going to go check those out before they're gone. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Remember, be bright, be bold, be brave. I will be back tomorrow with more fall fashion, Amazon plus size haul, and we're going to have super fun tomorrow. All right, everybody, I love you. Have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow.